glad I got me some donuts today. Caught the light on. Man, God is good. Oh!
Paintballers, it is I, Smoke, back again, aka Smokey19. People making money off of me out here, making money off my face and beams. Aka the Tri-State Area's one and only MFOGs Scrub. Special guest today. Been a while, my man, my brother from another mother, the only person that knows all my deepest secrets, and we can never run for office.
No,
because we have so much dirt on each other.
Oh my gosh! And Zuckerberg knows all of it.
Zuckerberg knows everything. Say hello to the beautiful people.
Hello, beautiful people.
Okay, so last video, controversial to say the least. The MagFed is dead video. I don't know. I don't know really what to say about it. But I figured, I'm not saying, I don't know. Should we say this is MagFed is dead part 2? I'm not saying that. I don't want to beat a dead horse, but
no, this can be like part 1A. Like we're revisiting it. That's all.
We're revisiting.
We're revisiting it. That's all.
All right. Show me how they do it at one of your fancy meetings at work. How would they go over it?
Oh, God, no. We'd have to have 4 conference calls and 6 meetings before the meeting. I don't even want to talk about that.
I feel like that's kind of what happened, but damn, I must be Nostradamus. How did I predict this?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that video. I mean, I know where I was going, truthfully, do I really think it's dead? No. So for everyone who I don't know what they were saying on shit page, I know there was a resurgence of the video at some point.
Yeah, magically just popped up, and then of course from there it got shared to every page, and then again 3/4 of the audience missed the point completely altogether.
Right. I mean, I guess I could talk about it because we could go into different avenues from there, but a lot of it was from an angry place. It was a lot of get the fuck out of here, B, in my own head. But also a lot of it was truthful. And I think that what I was trying to do was give MagFed a little kick in the ass. Did I know that a global pandemic was low-key gonna do that?
Maybe
maybe I was the virus that they needed. I don't want to sit here and like a fuckball and toot my own horn all day, like, oh, I fucking told you people. I'm not gonna do that. But what I will say is that all I was trying to get to was that MagFed was on a slope, going a downward trend that I saw. We had lost a lot of OGs. Games looked like they were getting stale. People, because of all different types of, personal stuff in their life, or, drama or online drama, or tired of the scene, maybe fatigue, looked like it was trending down. And then some people understood what I was trying to say, that I was trying to warn everyone that I hope that our beloved MagFed didn't die. And you understood, obviously, you're one of the only intelligent ones, because MagFed is dumb. No, I'm just kidding. Now that's going to be a whole other topic about how I call MagFed dumb. But
they are. But you could substitute any hobby with that, and it would still apply. But yes, no, it was, to me, it was a different way of articulating don't turn MagFed into Walmart. It was becoming just cookie cutter, boring. It was just it was no different than any other paintball game, open class, mixed, whatever. It was just boring, same old.
I mean, even if you can't, if you can't, I'm not telling people to build crazy props or take MagFed into the next, century from where they're still trapped in like 90s paintball with capture the flag. Don't worry, MagFed Society will do that, so you guys don't worry about that. But what I was trying to say, what I want really is like people to, just think outside the box. Keep MagFed games going. We were even seeing a drop off in meetups where we weren't seeing that many meetups anymore, and even something as little as like a theme of us versus Florida, and we've seen the reaction off of that. Shameless plug, Kilt is only generaling the whole world against Florida, just so in case no one knows. And we're gonna, I'm going
I got this.
Stick a phallus instrument into the ear canal of Florida. Language, I know.
You guys are killing me. You're killing me.
Okay. All right. And the whole, southern part of the United States where the little binga comes out is a bunch of Muppets, but that goes beyond saying we're not talking about that. That was brilliant, by the way. I've told you that many times, but that was one of the best.
It's the simple things in life.
It really is. But like even something like that can go a long way. Like the 0 hour has ants.
Matt, how does my 2 look?
The red versus blue, the East Coast versus the West Coast. Like a little theme can inspire people.
Keep your eye far left.
Like on another level.
I still wish there would be a little bit more enthusiasm off the field than on the field, as there is on the field, I should say. I think that's still lacking a little bit, but I mean, I'm glad to see the resurgence in some games, and new faces hosting them, which is good too. But I'm glad to see a lot of the games are smaller.
Yeah.
And some of it seems by design on purpose.
Right.
Which I appreciate, because it sounds so cheesy to say it this way, but the games seem a little bit more intimate, if you will.
Definitely.
So it's and it's not to say that there's outlandish missions or props in them, but it's tailored just enough to keep it from having that cookie cutter feel. The crowds are small enough that the different producers are trying just little things, here and there to spice it up. And it's good. Everyone seems to be enjoying it. So, kudos to that.
Just seeing in our area of the Northeast, we're seeing a lot of people who were starting to do games before COVID, but being locked in for months at a time for quarantine, like just spurred everybody to be like, you know what, man, we're going to come back out and, we're going to hit spots and just put on games and, try to have a good time. Which is great. I'm very happy to see that.
2 minutes
and
now?
We're blessed. When I say we, I mean the tri-state area. I like that there's a healthy mix of, produced by the field, produced by the people.
Itself, yeah.
I still prefer people versus fields producing, but if there's a healthy mix, I'm comfortable with that give and take. But where I was going is there's also the outlaw games.
Yep.
And it's not just one person doing the outlaw games. Like in the past, there's a couple people doing them, and it's a
Mm-hmm.
great mix of all three producer types, and hopefully it doesn't skew one way or the other, and that balance stays. But we're kind of blessed with that, which
More movement
I really like. And I mean, I don't know of many outlaw games in other areas, or at least because they're not advertised. I'm sure they exist,
right.
But so we got that too, which I'm happy with the direction that's going.
One thing I've noticed coming out of COVID, going to the 2 games that I've been to so far, is that there's a lot of new faces. So I don't know what happened, but people just stayed home, and I think they researched MagFed, and they were like, bro, I want to try this. And I saw new faces at Asylum, the game that you guys are watching, but not really watching because who gives a fuck what I'm doing anyway.
That I agree, and I feel like I owe everyone there an apology because I was so excited to see everyone, and I do mean everyone, but because I hadn't seen like the team in so long, I don't think I left like the circle of the 5 or 6 guys on our team. And in hindsight, I feel bad. I was talking to someone last week, and they were like, "Oh yeah, I was there," and it dawned on me that I didn't go around and kind of talk to everyone like I probably should have, you know, because I hadn't seen everyone in so long, and I feel like I should have mingled more. So for everyone out there, sorry. But yeah, you're right. There were so many new faces, and but do you notice? And this isn't 100%, but it's pretty close. What gun did every one of those new people have?
TMC. I saw TMC and and MGs.
See, I noticed more. Yes, there were some of the TMCs, but I saw MGs in almost all their hands.
Yeah.
So
it's that good. It's that good.
As a pistolier, I will say yes, it is.
It's
even though
good.
I won't use one, but it is that good. But I don't know if it's because we pulled, and I don't know. I mean, I'm asking it's because I legitimately don't know. Did we pull people from Rec Ball? Is it people that just know that name of that brand, and so it just they kind of gravitate to? I don't know what it is, but lots of new faces.
That's a good point.
Yeah, and you know, and most of them had MGs. You know,
that sounds like a poll for shit page. You know,
no,
something along those lines.
It's not like, a bad.
Where did you come from? You know,
the interns can't get them to comment on anything game related. So hell, maybe I'll try a survey.
All right, hold that thought. I was just saying to Kill, I was like, wow, that was really good. Like, I feel like, you know, we didn't shit on anybody. Like, you know, we're actually pretty inspirational for once. But as Kilt mentioned, like, you know, we got time to still fuck this shit up.
We got time. We got time.
Go start it, brother.
So, yeah, I think that'd be an interesting poll to see, you know, where all these new players are finding out about MagFed. This is a poll that Doug Brown would care about. And
Doug usually likes most of my polls.
And this is a poll that another paintball company will use for their own internal memo, but not give you any credit for.
No, I'll fire up the Mag 9000. We'll see what he does.
But no, I'm really excited to see that, you know, the enthusiasm back from MagFed, whether it's COVID or what. I have to assume that it's COVID related, right? Like, people just tired of being home, and they were like, hey, I used to do a thing.
I'm sure it's a huge factor. I'm sure it is.
Right? People are like, hey, I used to go outside and I used to shoot people and hunt humans. Whatever happened to doing that? You know, I just have to. That's what I'm guessing. I'm not a big. I don't really know, but I'm just glad to see that, you know, like, everything came back around and that people seem to want to get back into playing again. And also, you know, like, even for us, like we were talking earlier about themes, and me and you both watched Umbrella Academy and we loved it.
I'm hooked. I'm binging it for the second time. I can't get enough of it.
And right away, you thought of an idea for a game.
Yep. So I'm excited. Just waiting to hear back. Yep.
Right.
Couple dates we threw out in some fields.
Right.
So when the interns get all that back, we'll drop that.
But that's where it should come from. It should come from a place of inspiration, not forced. Like, oh, I have to put this game on, because that's where you get drowned. That's where you start drowning, where you're like, oh, I gotta do it every month. Oh, I gotta do, like, that's where it just dies. Like, it's better.
You go through the motions instead of it having that the passion, if you will.
Right. Like,
you know, behind it.
Like, it's a job. Like, you just get into this, like, job mode where you're like, oh, this is a job. Here I go. I'm playing.
It better not feel like a job. And not to toot our own horn. We've mentioned it before. We do it all non-profit, so it damn well better not feel like a job. I do it to have fun, so that's important to me. And if I'm not having fun doing it, then I need to question why I'm doing it.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just, you know, I'm glad, you know, that I can't say enough how glad I am to see, you know, like, all these games popping up again. I wish I could go to all of them. I can't. You know, but it's nice to see that the game is still alive. And I saw some comments when I had made the Magfed is Dead video about, the pot calling the kettle black, and like, one comment about, that when other people have made these claims in the past, I made fun of them and stuff. And yeah, I probably did make fun of them because they were fuckballs.
Dude, I'm not even going to get it. First of all, there's a very specific example that
Right.
I don't need to get too much into detail. It was an apples and oranges. Apples and oranges. They weren't even remotely the same.
Right. So it's like that it's like that old Jay-Z line, you know what with you know who with you know where, and I'll just keep that between me and you.
Yeah.
I botched that line, but it's something like that. But
it's close enough.
Right. Like, look, I can't fight these fuckballs forever, and I'm not going to. I'm not wasting my time on it, but I can only try to stay in my lane, and I appreciate where MagFed is at, and I know that me and you strive to keep MagFed very pure for us, and sometimes that people understand, sometimes people don't, but this is what we feel. We could be wrong, I won't I won't deny that, but I think
but I doubt it.
Something right. Yeah.
Yeah, but I doubt
sure,
it.
Yeah.
because I'm pretty sure that we're doing something right somewhere. We've kept it very transparent. So
If anything, we're bluntly honest.
right, and I think staying away from certain, I don't know what's the right word, but just staying away from certain avenues have kept us more honest, because it's like, okay, we don't have an allegiance to this, or we don't have an allegiance to that. We can kind of say what we want. And again, I don't want to get into this whole thing where it's what other people have chosen to do, and we're shitting on it. Like, look, we don't agree with a lot of people, our friends, others that aren't our friends. We don't agree with a lot of their choices, but that doesn't mean that that they're not our friends. They're still our friends. We may not agree, but I think a lot of even our friends came around. Even their thinking, if you see it now, has changed, right? Like, I think we could say that, right?
Yeah, but at the same token, don't get me wrong. I'm always right and everyone else is always wrong. But if no, I'm just kidding. But I'm not. But if everyone always agreed with us, that'd be really boring. It'd be a boring world.
Yes.
So it's good. What's the phrase? I used to say it all the time. Variety. It's the spice of life. Whatever.
Right. It is. Anything else you want to touch on?
I don't know. It depends. How much time do we have left?
I'm just gonna have to do a whole podcast with you for an hour.
Oh.
And then we could talk about hand sanitizer. I had to say it at least one time.
Just one time.
Just one time.
We love you though. We love you though, Adam.
We love you. All right. Any shout outs? I'm just gonna shout out to the game I didn't get to go to this weekend, Enigma, because of the zombie apocalypse. And that's not a jab. I shout out because I was really looking forward to it. Good crew running that. And what I will say, because I know we got to wrap this up, but 2021 is going to be a busy year because all the games are getting postponed and pushed back. So that calendar is going to be a mess, a hot mess. Let me tell you. Yes.
But
I'm looking forward to it though. I'm happy to hit the ground running in 2021. We'll definitely have more toys to play with, I'm sure, in 2021. Hopefully we still have a world to play in. I don't know, because like you said, the zombies are coming. I just want to shout out Eric and Ray Rock, especially Eric, not so much Ray Rock. No, shout out to both of them, but mostly Eric has been really stepping up, like wanting to push games and do meetups, and that's great. I'm very happy to see that.
Yes.
Shout out to all the other guys, the outlaw guys that are doing games. JJ, and Anthony, who are doing games at Area 53 now. And, it just seems like everybody is really, different people in our area stepping up. I see Florida stepping up. I see Texas stepping up. California, even though they're going through stuff out there, they haven't really skipped a beat. I still see them putting on games, which is cool.
Yep.
I'm starting to see little games and little pockets throughout the
Tennessee,
throughout the Midwest,
Georgia.
Yeah.
There's so many. The interns have their fingers in so many pies. They're on like 8 million pages trying to keep up. And there are so many people, either little, some of the games are real small, but even they're noticing just like people asking, hey, I'm new to insert whatever city, who plays MagFed here? And there's a lot of comments like that. And A, shout out to those people that are asking. And B, I wish more people would answer those folks, because there's probably a lot of interest in people thinking the same thing and just don't know that the games or that the shared interests are there. So,
yeah, definitely. Oh, shout out to Caesar too in Illinois. He just keeps going. Every time I look, he's like another game. So I don't want to forget about Caesar.
Didn't he just spice one up with a night game? I thought.
Yes.
Either
he's done that a couple
coming
times.
up. Yeah. That's some nice spice to throw into the mix there.
Yeah. I would love to. I hate the state, but I would love to go back to that, to one of his games, because Caesar's great. But shout out to Caesar. I didn't want to forget about him. I know I'm probably forgetting about a lot more, but I've even seen north of the wall in Canada, they went back to playing games and stuff like that, and they have their own cool scene out there. So everybody seems to have kind of reopened, and they definitely started to hit the ground running. So, that's cool. I don't know, like, I can't speak for Shitpage, but I'm sure, you see the games have been popping up on there, and people are still...
the page is less shitty, but it's still shitty.
Maybe I'll join again one day. Maybe.
I'm not going to ask you. You're my best friend, and I'm not going to ask you to do it.
I know. Maybe one day I'll, when I want to torture myself, I'll go back and I'll watch my eyes.
Honestly, it's not as bad as it used to be, but it still has the smell of shit about it.
Just tell me, are there 400 comment threads where people are fighting? That's what I want to know.
No, so honestly, no. Now the few times those "Is it MagFed" thing comes up, the OGs kind of come out of the woodwork and just make a joke out of it, and it actually becomes rather funny. That doesn't happen very often anymore.
Okay.
The new thing is, and it just gets under my personal skin, is questions that I personally think are dumb. I don't want to shit on them because other people think it's an interesting topic. Like, right. I don't care about what mask goes with what helmet, but I get that other people like it, so I don't necessarily want to shit on it. The thing that gets me upset is you'll get 40 people commenting about a helmet mask combo, and I'm going to beat the dead horse here. But, hey, who's playing this weekend? At what field? Literally not a single comment. So that still gets under my skin. But that said, the topics are, even though they're not my favorite questions, they're relevant and everyone's engaged in at least some of the topics.
They should you should change the name to Shit Gear Page.
It's not a bad idea.
Like you should. Let's table this. Let's table this and let's discuss this privately.
Well, honestly,
that
though,
should be the name.
Once a month, I see whatever dumb question it is, and I look at the delete page option, and I just I don't know. Maybe I should. I don't know.
Bro, pull a Tyler Durden and let's blow this fucker up. Let's blow this fucker up.
No, it's at the point now.
Restart all the credit card companies, bro.
It's at the point where it's the biggest MagFed page, and I don't understand. And I actually know more about Facebook than I should, but I don't truly understand what triggers it here. But at a certain tens of thousands of number, the page gets
What the hell you think you're doing with that little shit? Stop it! Stop it! Don't shoot that little motherfucker no more!